Hi guys and dolls, how are you? I hope you are well. Alright, so I had plans tonight, but they flip-flopped and went all in different directions, and I don't like that. Make plans and stick with them. Let's not have flippity-floppity all up and down. We're going to do this, and this is set in stone, and then this person can't make it, and this happened, and that. You know what? No, I decided to cancel. I'm not going to fucking play games. Make plans and stick to them, or don't waste my time. So, this is why I'm a loner. That's why I do everything alone, because I don't have to worry about this person was going to go, now they can't go, this person's going to go to a different career. We're not, There's so many other things I could be doing. So playing games with you is not on my agenda, and so you're out. So anyway, generational curses pertaining to narcissist. My ex was a narcissist because his mother did not want him. She gave him to his uncle and aunt to raise. They are assholes and narcissists also, and they taught him to be a narcissist. So yes, he was, every relationship he ever had, he was doomed and they were doomed. It's not going to work because you don't know how to act, and you didn't have positive role models. You didn't have people teaching you the right way. They taught him to be a selfish prick. Mind you, they're married. They may not respect each other, but they kept their marriage intact, even though his uncle is a hoe bag and he doesn't sleep with everything not bolted to the ground. His father was a hoe bag. He was in the Masons. We're going to go there. He's part of the Masons in Pennsylvania, and he was married to my ex's mother, and he's Mason, and the wife is Eastern Star. And all the Masons have women on the side. They got a wife, but they got women on the side. So this is the type of shit he grew up with. This is the type of lack of guidance he grew up with. And when your mother rejects you, and I don't give a rat's ass what your excuse is for not raising your child. I don't care what your punk ass excuse is. The reality is she didn't want his ass. She had 10 kids. She obviously does not believe in birth control. So she had too many kids to take care of. Way too many. And so she decided, you're going with your aunt and uncle. And that was the worst thing ever because, you know, he turned into a narcissist. His aunt and uncle taught him to be, oh, you need to be concerned about you. You look out for number one. You look out for yourself. You don't worry about nobody else. But they kept their marriage intact. Meanwhile, my ex followed their advice because he's stupid. And all of his marriages failed. So, well, they're going to fail anyway because he's a narc. But you got somebody who's messed up in the head teaching you to be messed up in the head. So, generational curses. I stopped the generational curses with my immediate family because all of them are twisted and I'm not going to be a part of it. I'm not going to be gaslit. Okay, where you tell me this is my reality and that is not my reality. Oh, you did this and you did that. No, I did not. Yes, you did. No, I did not. I can't stand being lied on. And that's what narcs lie. Everything that flies out their mouth is a fucking lie. Everything's a lie. Everything's a lie. Some of them lie when it's not even warranted. Like, did it rain today? No, it's been sunny all day and they know damn well it rained. They're not right. They're not right up here. You're never going to have a future. Let me correct that. You're never going to have a happy future with a narc. Or borderline personality. Or whoever. You're never going to have a good connection with them because they're not dealing with a full deck of cards. Alright? I'm just telling you. So, I don't know. It's a mess. It's a total mess. Generational curses. It stopped with me. It stops with me. I'm not dealing with it. Talk to me like you got sense. Don't lie on my name. Don't lie to me. Don't lie on me. Don't fucking do it. Or else I will just cut you loose. And once you cut your parents off, cutting anybody else off is a breeze. Because you're the tightest to them because they're all you've known when, you know, since you were born. So they have a really heavy impact on you. If I could cut the parents off, baby, cutting you off is a breeze. It's a freaking snap and a breeze. Easy. Okay? Easy. If I have feelings for the person, it's a little harder. It's a little trickier. But if you're not healthy for me, you got to go. Go lie to somebody else. And they will. All right, so let me tell you about this fool that I talked to the other night. Y'all need to pay close attention to what people tell you. Listen to what they're saying to you, because they are telling you, in some cases, maybe a lot of cases, they are telling you, I'm not somebody you want to be involved with. I'm telling you in advance. Okay. So I talked to this brother, and I don't really bother with brothers because they got issues, very aggressive about getting laid. Now, today. I am not McDonald's. I'm not serving billions. Screw you and the boat you rode in on. But I make exceptions. So I talked to this dude the other night, and so I got the impression from him that he is highly educated. He's a civil. His son and daughter they have degrees in civil engineering. They are chocolate, and that's a predominantly non-chocolate field, and they are making it in the industry, which is really neat. Everybody's educated. However, he has to perpetrate, I'm educated, but I'm a badass. I'm a thug. I went to the club the other night, and I had a gun on my side, and I'm Billy Badass, and I, and nobody's gonna mess with me, because I'll jump in their world, So, he's from Kansas City, so I think he thinks he's from Compton or something, straight out of Compton, or he thinks he's a Crip or Blood or something, I don't really know, or MS-13, I don't know what his deal is, but can't be a MS-13, I think they're only Hispanic, I don't freaking know, I'm not an expert on gangs, but anyway, he just comes off like, don't think that because I'm educated that I'm not a thug, because I'm a thug too. And I didn't think about it till afterwards when he said, yeah, I went up in the club, had my gun on my side, and Maybe some women get wet from that conversation. I don't think that's cute. That's just me. I thought about it afterwards, and I'm like, wait a second. You're not even allowed to bring a gun in a goddamn nightclub in the first place. Unless you're a bouncer or you're moonlighting as a cop after hours or something. Brought your gun in there? I find that hard to believe. Or else everybody would have a gun in there, a knife or whatever. So that was weird. I didn't, like I said, that didn't hit me till later. And then he was going on and on and on, and he's got multiple brothers and sisters, and da-da-da-da. And I gave him a scenario to see how he'd respond to it. And I said, so you and I are in a bar/restaurant, really kind of a cool place, not really a, slimy hole in the wall. We're in a pretty nice place. And you go to the restroom, you come out, and somebody's trying to rap to me. So do you stay out of it, or do you jump in his world? He's like, oh, yeah, I'll address him and say, what's your problem? Because again, he thinks he's an educated thug. So I said, well, what if I got it handled? No, well, I'm just going to let him know that's disrespectful. Like I say, he's perpetrating this whole gangster mentality. If I got it covered, I don't really need you to jump in unless the guy's persistent. I can communicate to the guy, I'm with somebody, I'm good. If he's like, well, are you happy? You happy with him? Because I can make you happy. Because that's a selling point that guys use when they try to take you away from the person you're involved with. Can you tell I've been down that road before? Yes. So anyway, I'm going to get to the other thing too. Now, here, listen to what people say, y'all. He says, I only date white women because women of color have attitudes. So I said, well, people don't just wake up in the morning and spin a wheel, and whatever the wheel lands on, that's who they're going to pick on that day. What did you do to cause her to have an attitude? Oh, what did you do? Right. Women don't just wake up in the morning and have a, you know what? I'm going to feed the dog, feed the cat, wash my car, get some groceries, and I'm going to spin the wheel and see who I'm going to aggravate today. That's not how it works. Now, some people were born angry. Let's just keep it real. There's some people in life that are just born pissed off. Everything makes them mad. But in the regular, normal world, that's not the reality. Okay? So it was just weird. She's probably not going, women of color are not going to put up with your bullshit. Maybe Heather, Brittany, Becky, Susie, maybe they'll put up with your shit because they're a lot more laid back, which I have a feeling that they are a lot more laid back, although there are exceptions to the rule. I know some white girls that they'll take their earrings out and put their fists up like, oh, you gonna disrespect me, MFer? It should go upside your head. But I got the feeling, especially from talking to different white guys, that white girls are a lot more passive. They kind of let you do whatever you want to do. Somebody with some spice to her, as I said before, black, Puerto Rican, Hispanic, Jamaican, she's not going to be down for that. She's going to be like, who the hell are you talking to like that? And where have you been for 3 days? I tell you what. Wherever you were for 3 days, you could take your ass back over there. Whereas a comedian was joking and said, a white girl would be like, oh, I don't know where you were, but I got your food in the microwave. You must be hungry. It's a joke. Don't take it personally. But there might be, white men cannot okay. The guys that I've known that are white, they cannot handle a strong personality. It intimidates them. It freaks them out. So if you speak your mind, unless there's exceptions always, right? If his mother had a strong personality, that doesn't intimidate him because that's all he knows. And he's kind of drawn to that. He don't like women that are like, oh, you treat me really bad, but I hope you call me tomorrow. He's not down for that. So there's exceptions to every rule, but I'm just saying. Anyway, went off on a little tangent. So, this is what happened, right? I need to get a drink of water for this one. That's the strongest thing I can find is water. So out of nowhere, he says, I'm a straight up motherfucker. What? I'm a motherfucker. Well, what exactly does that mean? Well, you'd have to get to know me to find out. I said, no. What does that mean? Well, I don't even remember what he said because it wasn't even relevant. I was stuck on, I'm a motherfucker. Somebody who's a good person will never say that. They may say it if you want to hurt somebody in their family. Like, you hurt my daughter, or you start pawing her in the back of the limousine trying to get up on her panties on a prom night, I'm a straight up motherfucker and I'll come after you. That's a different scenario. But he wasn't giving a scenario. He was just saying he's a straight up motherfucker. And that's weird. And I said, I bet you don't have that attitude towards your parents. Oh, no. Mom and dad are in a different category. That's mom and dad. Right. Because you come out your mouth and say, I'm a straight up mutt. Before you can even finish the sentence, you'd be knocked the fuck out and you'd be waking up next week. You're going to be badass with who you think you could pull that with. All right? So there's your sign. Here's another sign that you need to run. He said, well, why are you single? You're attractive. Why are you single? I said, because I'm not going to tolerate people's lying ass bullshit. And then he said something about, what did he say? Oh, what are you trying to say? People are narcissists? I said that too. People who are narcissistic, get ready for this. I want you to hear me good with this, okay? People who are narcissistic are very sensitive to the word narcissist. Oh, this is what he says. Oh, everybody's throwing that word around. Narcissist this person's a narcissist. How come that person can't be a straight up asshole? I said, well, there's that too. There's that too. But the Bible says, and I'm not a Bible beater, but the Bible says, there's a verse that says, people will be lovers of selves. What is a narcissist? Someone who loves themselves. People will be lovers of selves. The word narcissist wasn't a word back then, but it said they'll be lovers of selves. The Bible also says that children will not respect their parents. They will no longer respect their parents. What is happening? That is happening every day. Look in the news. You know, a person killed their mom, killed their dad, you know, physically assaulted them or whatever. So we're seeing proof of that. It's not like somebody's just going to take some words and throw them around like confetti at a wedding. I'm just going to toss this up in the air and hope the wind carries it from the East Coast to the West Coast. No, no, no. It's a common thread. It's a common thread. People being a narcissist. He's sensitive to that word because he is that word. What? He's sensitive to that word because he is a narcissist. He doesn't call himself a narcissist, but he calls himself a motherfucker. Does that sound like the type of guy you want to bring to your parents? Does that sound like the type of guy you want to get engaged to? Does that sound like the type of guy you want to marry? He's telling you he's a straight up asshole. He's telling you that before you know him. So that if you're dumb enough to stay with him, because you're lonely and desperate, so you'll settle for the devil. You don't want the devil, I'm just telling you. But if you feel like you have to have it and you want your life to get ruined, go for it. I can't stop you, you're grown. But if you're dumb enough to get involved with him, and he gets worse, because he's going to get worse, you know what he's going to tell you? I told you in the beginning that I was straight up an asshole. I told you that in the beginning. So why are you acting shocked? Why are you surprised? I warned you in the beginning I was someone you didn't want to tangle with. Here's another red flag. We go. We're going to collect all the red flags today. Called himself a motherfucker. Couldn't explain it, but called himself a motherfucker. Hypersensitive to the word narcissist. That tells me you're a narcissist. What else? I only date white women. I'm not going to deal with somebody who has a little bit of to her personality. I'm not going to tolerate that shit. I want the freedom to do what I want when I want. And I'm sure he has met some white girls that are like, Excuse me? Excuse me? Who in the fuck are you talking to like that? So there's going to be some white girls that are not going to take your shit. Letting you know now. What other red flag? What other red flags? I'm a motherfucker. Got a hypersensitivity to the word narcissist. Oh, he also kept talking about physical. You're so pretty. You're so pretty. You're so beautiful. You're so pretty. You know, no wonder men want to get laid right away. I mean, how can they resist your beauty? That's a red flag. Basically, when a guy is focused so much on the physical, that's what they really want. That's what they really, really want. You cannot sit here and tell me I'm the only person that he saw that made him go, oh my God. There's beautiful women everywhere. Okay? So if you're beautiful, you're so pretty, you're so pretty, you're so beautiful, your skin, and you're just beautiful, and oh my God, that's all they want is physical. That's my personal experience. Now, if he's a mature adult and he has the ability to control his hormones, he will say you're an attractive woman. And if he meets you in person, he'll say you look the same as your picture, if not better. But he's not going to harp on it. You're beautiful, you're beautiful, you're pretty, you're pretty, you're pretty. Oh my God, you're pretty. Oh my God, you're beautiful. Come on, that gets old. Give me something concrete that we could actually discuss. Okay? Now, if I was a narcissist, I'd be like, oh, baby, tell me more. Oh, tell me more. I already know that I'm beautiful, but tell me more. So if I was a narc, that would be fine. We could talk about how beautiful I am all day because I need my ego fed. Got my earrings hair caught up in my... I freaking hate when that happens. Crap. So anyway, you're so pretty, you're so pretty, you're so pretty, you're so pretty, And it's like, dude, I just let them talk. When you let these people talk, they bury their own self. Let them run their mouth. Oh, speaking of you're so pretty and men can't help, they're going to desire you and all this other bullshit, right? This is another thing. Here's a warning to men, all right? Don't insult a woman and expect her to want to be bothered with your ass. All right? Don't insult a woman and expect her to want to be bothered with your ass. So apparently, according to him, when he was married before, whatever that means, and it might be a lie, who knows, because they're always lying. But he was married before, and there are some women who they lose their desire when they're married. So you're basically celibate inside your own marriage. Okay? So, he claims that when he was married, she was a prude. She got her kids, which is what she wanted. And when she got her kids, you don't have to touch me no more, I'm good with that. A lot of women do that. That is not talked about. Nobody really goes there. But nevertheless, that's, that happens a lot. They lose their desire. So when he was going on the physical page and you're beautiful and beautiful and all that other BS, he says to me, so do you like sex? Something along those lines. And I said, well, of course people like to be intimate with people if they care about them and they have a solid relationship. I'm not talking about people that are riding the dick carousel. I'm talking about people that actually want a relationship with one person. And they want to be intimate with that one person. They don't want to hoe around. They want to be intimate with one person and be faithful and loyal to one person. And you'd be surprised how many people can't do that no more. Anyway, and so I said, I'm not going to be having sex with people just because they spoke to me. I'm not that kind of person. I'm not McDonald's. I don't have to serve billions. And this is what he says. How many red flags do you have to have in one conversation? How many red flags can you have in one conversation? He says, because I wouldn't spread the minute you say hi to me, doing, legs wide open. He says, so does that mean you're a prude? Really? I took offense to that. So if a woman is fucking around with everybody, she's a whore and a slut and trash, and she's just every negative connotation there is. But if she doesn't do that, she's a fucking prude. Fuck you, okay? Fuck you motherfuckers, because yes, he's right, he is a motherfucker. She can't win for losing. If she's a lady, she's a fucking prude. If she's slutting around, she's a slut, a bitch, a whore, blah, blah, blah. She can't fucking win. That's why I say do what the fuck you want to do with your life, because somebody's always going to have a problem with it. No matter what you do, somebody could turn that into negativity. You rescue animals, you save their life. Huh. Must be because you don't have any friends. That's the only thing you could connect to. Do you see what I'm saying? People could take anything good and twist it into something dark and ugly. So fuck you, do your life. Whoever don't like it, suck a duck. Anyway, move right along. I said, so accuse me of being a prude because I'm not sleazy. And I was just kind of floored by that. And I said, no, I'm not a prude. It's not my responsibility. I'm not community poon, where it's my responsibility to lay everybody. That is not my job. That's not my responsibility. And some of us have class. How many red flags can you have in one conversation? How many? Like, wow, really? So needless to say, he was funny. He was entertaining. I listened to all the bullshit coming out of his mouth. And after I finished talking to him, I blocked his ass. I used him for my personal entertainment. He was like a walking comedy show. But you know what? A lot of what he's saying is not it's not a joke. He says it in a joking way, but there's seriousness to that. I'll give you another example. Like I said, how many red flags do you need? He said that he used to have a dog that had a macho name like Brutus, Allen, whatever, some super manly name, right? I said, oh, okay, that's interesting. He goes, yeah, he's got a manly name because he's a narcissist. My dog is a narcissist. And he started laughing. And you wonder why women are single. You wonder why they don't want to be bothered. You wonder why they keep to themselves. You wonder why they don't even want to talk to men. There's nothing to choose from. There's nobody classy who's not obsessed with getting laid. There's nobody out there that's classy. And I read, and I told you guys about this the other day. There was a lady on there who narcissists are self-sabotagers. They get a boner or an orgasm. If they're a woman, they get an orgasm off of destroying anything positive in their life. They love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. So they love to destroy their marriage, their relationships, break off their engagement, do some foolish tomfoolery that causes their partner to say, that's it, I've had it with you, I'm done. They love that. They don't want a stable life because they're not stable. Let me repeat that. They don't want a stable life because they're not stable. So they do everything they can to ruin what they have, subconsciously or consciously. So the one lady that I read her comment the other day to you all, she said she was a real estate agent. She sold his house. She sold her house. They had cash in hand. They built a house, I think it was. She said no sooner were the blinds put in and the yard was completed, he dove himself into porn, dove right into porn, and got on 3 dating sites. And he's married. 3 dating sites. Didn't I tell y'all that everybody on a dating site, none of them are emotionally available? You remember me telling you that? Right. If you're fucking married, you're not available to someone else. What the fuck are you doing on a goddamn dating site? So here's my message to people in it that operate dating sites. They probably don't care because they're getting paid. They need to do a background check on every single person on there to make sure that they're single. Now, could they be in a relationship? And are they? Yes. Everybody on a dating site is already with somebody. They are screwing somebody. They're not going to be celibate. They are begging somebody. They may hate that person, but they're screwing them. Okay? So they're not emotionally available to you. But they get on there for validation. They get on there because people say, oh my God, you're so cute. Oh my God, you're so pretty. You know, and they just get their ego fed. They talk to you for 2 days and then they run away because they are involved with someone fucking else. You can't do a background on them because their relationship is not going to be in a computer somewhere. But if you're married, that information will be in a computer. So these companies need to stop being retarded, excuse my French, and research who's married, and whoever's married, you ban them. You ban them. Because they are not available and they have no goddamn business on a freaking dating site. They got no business on a dating site. Your spouse is not going to want you dating someone else or screwing someone else, because 9 times out of 10, dating involves screwing. They don't want to court you. They just want to bang you. They want to throw your legs up in the air. They don't really want to date you. People have lost the concept of dating. They have no idea what courtship is or anything. They're just lost. Lost in the sauce. What can you do? So yeah. Lots of red flags in one conversation. Yeah. What can you do? Like I said, I got a lot of laughs out of it. He was ridiculous. I've got a friend who I told him about Mr. I'm a MFer. He goes, he's a fucking asshole. He is so dumb. I said, yeah, my sister said the same thing. He is dumb. I said, yes, he is. Yes, he is. Because my friend, unlike Mr. Kansas City, I'm Mr. Badassery of America. Not saying there's not bad crime there is, but come on. What are you trying to prove by trying to pretend that you're trying to perpetrate? Come on, stop. So my friend goes, he wouldn't survive 2 minutes in Detroit. He was born and raised in Detroit, my friend was. And he said that if you look at the movie Boys in the Hood, how the helicopters flying around looking for the suspect that night and people get killed left and right, he grew up with that. So to have somebody perpetrating that is disgusting. I'm a badass and I got a gun and I'm just toughest guy there is. Nobody gonna mess with me. I don't play that. That's not cute. Grow the hell up. You might have book smarts, but you ain't got no goddamn common freaking sense. You ain't got no common sense. College doesn't teach you common sense. They assume you have it when you get in, which is a wrong assumption. You have to have 3 types of smarts in this world. 3 types of smarts in this world. Let me give them to you. Book smarts. Common sense, which isn't so common. Book smarts, common sense, and oh shit. Those are the main 2. Street smarts. That's it. Common sense, book smarts, and street smarts. Because if you have one of those that's missing, something's missing in here. If you don't have any street smarts, somebody could sell you a cardboard box that says that there is a beautiful computer in there, the best one that was ever made, and I'm gonna give it to you for $200, brand spanking new. And you're like, oh wow, what a deal. You give them $200, go home, open the box, and there's a big old brick in there. It's a brick. Why? Because you didn't have enough sense to know that if you buy something off the street, you might have got had. Street smarts, common sense, and books, book smarts. You have to have all 3. Otherwise, you're kind of hosed. And people, in all of their infinite lack of wisdom, they think that because they're educated, college educated, I got everything I need. I went to school. But you're dumber than a box of rocks. So don't brag about your degrees because you're still dumb. Common sense just flies right over your skull. So shut up. You ain't got no common sense. Okay? Anyway, you guys be cool. Listen to what people are telling you. Listen to what they're telling you. They are telling you, I'm a loser. Okay? I just want sex from you. If you don't want to have sex with me right away, I'm going to insult you by calling you a prude. Do you honestly think when you start off at the bottom with somebody, it goes up from there? Baby, you're already at the bottom with this slimy person. So, come on. I'm going to tell you something else. I knew this, but to hear it verbalized was different, a different ballgame. Narcissists start relationship in reverse. Narcissists start relationships in reverse. So they start at the top. High emotion, so-called emotion. High emotion, I love you, love bomb, love bomb, love bomb, boom, 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 boom. Start having problems with you, start withdrawing from you, start treating you like crap, bada bang, bada boom, bam, we're in discard. So they start off high. Normal, non-narcissistic relations start off here, and they go up. And they go higher and higher and higher and higher. Now we're deeper in love than when we first met. They start off here and they go up. We love each other. We're going into a relationship. We're falling in love. Oh my God, I love you so much. I love being with you. We're going deeper and deeper and deeper in love. We're talking about a future. And it goes higher and higher and higher. Now it goes into engagement. Now it goes into marriage. Now it goes into having babies. So it starts off even keeled right here, baseline, and it goes up. Narcissistic relationships start off at the very top. I love you so much. I love you. You're the best thing. I can't believe we have so much in common. Blah, 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 blah. Love bomb, love bomb, love bomb, love bomb. Boom, 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 boom. Bam! Discard. They do relationships in the opposite direction. They do relationships in the opposite direction. There's your red flags too. I love you so much. I know we had 2 conversations, but you captured my heart in such a way that nobody has ever done that before. And I know this is way too soon to tell you this, but I really love you. I do. Let that go in one ear and out the other. One ear and out the other. If they go too hard, too fast, it's too good to be true. And it's not going to last that long. As soon as they're at the peak. When you start off at the peak, there's no place else to go but down. When you start off at the peak, there's no place else to go but down. That's how a narcissistic relationship goes. So, watch your back. Be careful. Don't listen to what people say. Watch what they do. However, if they're telling you right out the gate, I'm a piece of garbage, or an MFer, or whatever they think they are, pay attention to that. They're giving you a warning, okay? They're warning you. Run. Okay? All right, I love you guys. Take care. Bye.